is incel, or involuntarily celibate. This is the type of dude that tries anything and everything in its way to try to talk to girls, but involuntarily, nobody wants to reciprocate. No girl wants to give this dude a chance. This is the guy that no matter how hard he tries, no matter how many he's talked to girls, he just keeps getting rejected and girls don't even look his way. That's the guys I'm talking to today, and not the psychopaths that are borderline terrorists that are also misogynistic pigs. Today, boys, I'm talking about mistakes that any dude can make that could categorize you as an incel so you could avoid them when it comes to talking to girls. For one, you blame her for everything. You know you're an incel if you start blaming everybody else other than blaming yourself. Incels have this tendency to think that the reason they can't get girls is because of society, or the Chads of the world, or the girls themselves. By the way, Chad is their imaginary guy that's super built up, good looking, has money, is successful, and gets all the girls. That's like their enemy. But the truth is that girls want what they want, and it's nobody's fault other than yourself. And once you flip that switch and own up to that, you start entering this more dominant mindset, because now you start understanding what those Chads that are winning with females have known for a long time. And it's that they have learned how to bend society to their will to do the things to get what they want out of life. Number two, you go in already self-defeated. Incels have this tendency of just self-loathing themselves. How they look, how short they are, how unsuccessful they are, how little money they got, how they're not good enough. But I beg to differ. There are so many okay looking dudes with smoking hot girls. You wanna know why? Because they don't self-defeat themselves. Instead, they put in the work to learn how to become more suave, how to engage with females, how to put their best foot forward, and that's how they're able to get it. It rolls us on to number three. You gave up. Mainly on yourself, but also in the world and on girls. You just stopped putting in effort, you gave up on life, and then you just go into this spiral of self-loathe into forums and gaming, thinking this is your escape from reality. But you're just self-defeating yourself, because now you're not giving girls something that they'll want to actually pursue. Just think about it. Girls want a guy that they can be proud of, a guy that they can show off. Do you think they're gonna wanna show you off if you don't groom yourself, you smell like crap, and all you do is play video games in your room? Of course not. This is exactly why we created the company Grooming. For the man, the masculine man that wants to take action into his own hands. Because think about it. What other company out there actually produces grooming tools for dudes to bring your best foot forward? Kind of like to polish you up and make you look as handsome as possible. There really isn't any. So what we did is formulated a company and started creating grooming tools that you can now use in your bathroom that not only look sexy in your vanity, but also will help polish you up, put an effort into your appearance. So now you're this valuable stud every woman's gonna want next to her. So yes, boys, I created a company that's gonna bring out the handsomeness in every single dude. And right now, February 1st, we're finally launching after months of R&D. This is harder than I thought it was gonna be. We're starting out with two basic grooming tools that I believe every dude should have in their vanity. One of them is a nose trimmer. I cannot stand how many dudes still don't understand that they need to keep their nose hairs where they belong, inside their nose, and it's surprising how little guys actually own a nose trimmer. And don't even think about plucking your nose hairs, because, well, you're gonna be crying in tears in your bathroom. Our second grooming tool is our facial scrub. The great thing about this facial scrub is that it really removes the dirt, the grime, and the dead skin cells off your face to make sure it doesn't clog your pores and lead to acne. So not only does it help with removing acne and any zits you might have for breakouts, but also it ends up leaving your skin after the first use super soft and smooth, because it lightly exfoliates your skin way better than just your fingertips. This again is another example of how a grooming tool can bring out your more handsome self, your best foot forward. Boys, these two grooming tools are dropping February 1st. I suggest you sign up to our newsletter down below so you get an email when the store launches, or shoot me a text. That's my personal number. I'm gonna send you a text the morning of, so you can be the first guy there, the first guy in line to decide to be a grooming man, a man that takes care of his image. Number 4, you apologize for everything. Incels are crazy apologetic when they're in public, even though they did nothing wrong. Hey, sorry, you're super pretty. Sorry for stopping you and wasting your time. I just thought you were awesome and I wanted to talk to you. Sorry. Okay. Bye. Do you think that's ever gonna work? That's some incel ass stuff right there. You should never apologize for liking a girl or for stopping her to talk to you. Do you think Chad apologizes? No, that's why he's winning. Every time you apologize to her, you just look like a simp in her eyes. Number 5, you think women owe you something. Hardcore incels over-sexualize women, and they tend to think that women owe them something. Truth is, girls don't owe us jack, and they can spend their time with whomever they want to. And it is that exact mentality that once you make that switch, that allows you to win, because it just applies to everything in life. Girls, they don't owe us a hi. They don't owe us a conversation. They don't owe us a text back. They don't even owe us a date. And when you finally take that pressure off of females and stop thinking that you're entitled to something that you're not, you learn that now you have to work for what you want. You have to be a gentleman. You have to groom yourself. You have to dress better. You have to work on a likable personality. And then finally, number 6, you gotta go for it. I've noticed that incels never go for it. They just hate women because women don't talk to them first. Because the truth is, most incels, they'll see a pretty girl, and instead of going up to her, they'll regret. They'll hold themselves back, then end up regretting it, which builds up resentment over time and builds up this incel mentality. You need to snap out of that and go talk to that girl, because even if she rejects you, rejection is 1,000,000 times better than regret. Regret's gonna live with you for the rest of your life. Rejection, you just move on. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, boys, don't forget Grooming launching this February 1st. If you guys want to check that out, it'll be linked down below. That's it for me today. See you next time.